in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he's the attack. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ferguson. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Lets it fly. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Trojans! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
USC 7, Fresno State 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man, turning it on. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space, it's Clemens. At the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Carr. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, this defense is dialed in. Already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
USC 14, Fresno State 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it fly on the move. And that'll be in. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They come to the line, face. And long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USC.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Alabama was able to finish off a close one inside Hancock-Whitney Stadium today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as...
He's going for it all. Snags it down the right side. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on second down. Bring in the heat. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that...
The give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He slides that just inside the right upright. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tees. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The pitch to the left. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they
breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Buying some time. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Keys. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
USC 35. Fresno State 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Fresno State right back to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Fresno State will have to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one.
There he goes. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Clear. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fresno State, 6.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go do.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, and the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll go to work in the air on second down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
USC, 42, Fresno State.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. play action on first down. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Touchdown USC! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking for space, it's Bishop. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Carr. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The snap sets up to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Smashes ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Right on the money. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
To throw, it's Carr. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's on target and complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Ferguson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 28 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Fresno State will have to punt.
a fourth down.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this...
There he goes! Spinderella! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Trojans have it with a first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Second and goal for the offense. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Big fella moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Trojans looking to convert on fourth down. QB draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the Bulldogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. He finds a soft spot in the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking to fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, That wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Fires left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.